Hey guys, Watermelon Reindeer Drawer here, and today I am going to be doing a re-upload of the how to draw an anime Katniss drawing, because if you guys have watched that video, you probably know that, well, my camera was in the wrong position, so you could only see me draw part of her head. So, I have figured out how to position my phone in the right way this time, so I will be showing you guys, once again, how to draw her. Possibly, I will probably be taking that video off my channel just because, you don't really get much, well, you don't actually learn how to draw her. So, we're going to do that now, and, yeah, let's just get started. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is draw a circle for the head. This is how you're going to start all your anime or manga drawings. So, oh, and by the way, these pencils I am using, they are like special sketching pencils. You can use any pencil though. I just happen to be using these pencils because it's something I found around. And this is optional, but you can also use one of these. It just helps blend together some of the colors. And so, they're actually quite cheap. Like, they're like a few dollars for like a bunch of different kinds of them, because they're like different shapes you can get. Okay, after you draw that circle, we are going to make her head, and she is looking straight forward, so it's going to, and then you're basically going to make her chin look something like that. And then after you do that, you can erase the original line of that circle. And you are going to draw a very, very faint line going down the middle. And then two more lines going horizontally. One, well actually, let's lower that one down a little bit to right about here. Erase this one. And then we're going to do this one. There. Okay. So now we're going to start working on some of her facial features. Her mouth is going to go right here. And we're not going to add a smile or anything. I mean, kind of makes sense why she's not smiling. But she has a very stern look on her face, if that makes sense. Then you're going to draw the bottom lip, which is just a curve coming from the line above it. So it'll look something like this. And you can shorten the mouth a little bit if it's too long. Like, that's what I'm doing because I found it too long. And guys, I forgot to mention this earlier. If you hear a lot of loud sounds, I am sorry about that. We are replacing some of the carpet in our house with wooden floors, and so there's going to be quite a bit of sound and stuff because we're doing that today. And I needed to upload some sort of video because I haven't uploaded in a few days, so I decided just to do a re-upload of this. Then after you make her mouth, we are going to work on our nose, which is going to start right about here. This is going to be quite simple, actually. It's just, you're going to start out by doing two lines on opposite side of each other. Bring it down like that. I mean, nothing special because, well, this is cartoon. There's nothing really great about this. This nose is very simple, as you can tell. Next thing you're going to do is we're going to draw her eyebrows. So instead of most of the anime characters I draw, where I have the eyebrows starting at a point, this one is going to start at a straight line, just the way she's looking. And then her eyebrows going to go a little bit up, but then back down. And then you're going to do the same thing with this eyebrow. Move it over a little bit if you have to. Bring it up. And bring it back down. Oh, whoops. I messed that one up a little. So, let's lower that a little bit. Okay, that's better. Okay, so now that you have done her eyebrows, we are going to move on to her eyes. So you are going to start this by doing her eyelid. This is just going to be a simple curved line. And then now we're going to make her eyelashes, which is going to be a little tiny bit more curved than the eyelid. And then it's going to come down at the end and then go into a swoop. We're not going to put too many lashes on Katniss, only because she never really worried about what she looked like, so she didn't have long eyelashes. So we're going to bring them out to there. Only put 3 lashes on there. There. Okay. Then after this, we are going to do her lower eyeline. It's going to start here, then come up to right about there. Kind of go like that. Then we're going to do the same on the other side. I'm going to shorten this eyeline just a little, just so it's evened. Then it's going to look like that when you're done. So now we're going to work on her iris and pupil. So you're going to draw a sort of oval inside her eye. Then you're going to draw a larger circle up here and a smaller circle down here. And now you're going to do the pupil, which basically looks like an almond. Like that. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's like a vacuum going on in the background because they have to clean the floors. So just ignore that. Then after you do that, you're going to color in the pupils. And then one of the reasons why I like using the paper stump, or it has like 2 different names. One of them is called a paper stump, or I can't really pronounce this very well. It's like tortillon or something like that. And I like using it because it really helps blend together the colors when the lead, when like there are different shades when they're not supposed to be different shades. So if you have that, you can just use that, and if you don't, you could also use your finger. It works well, but this just works a little bit better. And then we're going to start at the top as dark as the pupil, and then it's going to get lighter and lighter as it goes down. And if you have the paper stump, you're just going to use that to shade it in. You could also use your fingers, like I said earlier. It works well too. It just helps blend everything together. And you're going to do the same thing on each side. Okay, and guys, I'm not very good when it comes to editing, in case you haven't found out yet, but soon I am going to be getting an app which is going to help me edit my videos a little bit easier. And so I wasn't able to edit the winged wolf video when I speed drew that wolf. And I put in the comment section and the description, so if we get that video to 50 likes, I will be making a tutorial on how to draw that wolf. But we have to get that to 50 likes, and then we will do that. So if you want to see a tutorial of that wolf I drew, then you should go back and like that video. So far I've only got 4 likes. But then after, we are going to be so I will be making a tutorial of that if you get a like. And I'm sorry if you heard something just then in the background, but my mom just got home from work and she did not know I was recording, so she kind of walked in. So if you heard her, then that's the reason why. Okay, now that we've finished the eyes and all her facial features, we can go ahead and erase these guidelines. Oh my gosh. Another reason why we're getting rid of the carpet is because it gathers a lot of hair. And we don't have any pets or anything, like no animals, but it just gathers a lot of hair. So, you know. I really want a pet though. I want a cat very badly. I love cats. They're so cute. Okay. Oh no, oh no! Okay. So if you just did what I did and like messed up one of your other lines, then you might as well go fill that gosh darn it hair. Okay. Fill those back in. Okay. Now that we are done with her face, we are going to move on to her hair. And I'm just gonna say this right now. If I have to make a part 2 of this video, it's because my phone is on low battery, and for some reason I can't charge it while I'm recording, which is really weird. So if my phone dies, then I'll charge it, and then continue doing it from there. I'm gonna hope that doesn't happen though. So just saying, if the recording suddenly stops in the middle of something I'm saying, that's the reason why. Okay. After you draw that line above it, you're going to erase the headline you had earlier and draw a line coming down, because this is her hairline. And she has a little bit of her hair out of her braid, kind of goes up like this, and then comes down into a small little spiral. Well, actually, that's kind of like that. And so you're just going to do this. It's pretty easy to do that. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. And because her ears are pretty much covered, I don't think we're going to be drawing those today. Okay. Then after you do that, you're going to erase any lines that are found inside. And now we are going to work on our braid. So after this, we're just kind of going to bring her hair up a little tiny bit. And then you're going to like see part of it, but then it's going to, because the braid is coming down this shoulder. So I think before this, we'll have to kind of draw her clothes just so we know where to put the braid. So after you do that and you make the bumps, we are going to be doing her neck and shoulders. right here. So you're just going to draw one line right here, and another line right there. And then you are going to go into her shoulders, make a slight curve. Well, not slight, actually, a full bone turn right there, but curved. Same thing on the other side. Okay. And then as we're doing this, we are actually going to make her shoulders a lot smaller, because nobody has that big of a shoulder. Nobody. Okay. And then we're going to, okay, stop it right about there instead. Do the same on this side. And then we're going to, so this is where her arm connects to the rest of her body. So we're going to draw a line and then make a slight bump, bring it down. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and if the arms still look too big, then you can shorten the shoulders even more, like I'm doing right here. And then this is basically where I'm going to stop her body, because I don't think I would be able to do much more. And then she doesn't have a V-neck like I do with a lot of my other anime characters. She has just her shirt stops right here, and it's a very, very small turn. And then after this, she has like this black strip that goes down from here. It goes there, and then the strip comes over here. It makes a sharp turn and goes right down here. And it does the same thing on this side. I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller. And instead of connecting it to her, like the half circle on her neck, we're going to make it a little bit off, just so that it doesn't appear too big. I will get this eventually. There. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now we are going to be working on her braid. So, her braid is coming down here onto her shoulder. And the braid we're going to be doing is going to be simple, because I'm sure that some beginners are going to be watching this video. So, it's going to come from here where all her hair comes down. So right here. And basically, we're going to be doing this over and over, making shapes like that, then bringing it out. It's kind of like making diamonds, but the top corner of the diamond is being hidden by the bottom corner of the diamond before it. So this is pretty simple, and you're just going to basically keep on doing that, and as you're getting down, you're going to make the braid smaller and smaller. And then finally, once you get to right about here, you're going to make your last diamond. Well, actually, no, you have to make it smaller. So I think in this case, it's going to be going off the page. Kind of like that. Okay, and then after that, you're going to erase the lines from her shirt from the braid. And then the last thing we have to do, so her braid is complete, is we have to just make these small little lines right here, going all the way down, down, down. Okay. Now that we have done that, we are going to start doing the design of the rest of her shirt. And so she has like first you can color this in with like a pencil or something, because this is completely black. And actually, before we do that, we are going to do her Mockingjay pin right here. Okay, so, and then if you have the smudger, then use that, and if you don't, then use your finger. Just kind of smudge it all together. Okay, so now we're going to work on her pin, which should not be that hard because the pin is not the most complicated thing ever. Okay, so first you're going to make an outer circle. Yes, I know this pen wasn't this big in like the movie, but this is how big it's going to be since this is anime. Everything is bigger, I mean, as you can tell by the eyes. Okay, so we're going to do the top wing of the Mockingjay like this. Bring it down like this. And then now we're going to draw part of its back and bring it into its head, which kind of looks like a diamond. And then you're going to draw 2 small circles for eyes. Actually, oh my gosh, that looks really weird. Okay. Nope, let's redo that. Okay. Okay, so if you messed up on the eyes like I just have, then you're going to keep on doing it. You're going to make the eye on this side bigger. Then you're going to make the eye on this side barely visible because it's kind of hidden. Then you're going to draw the arrow that it's holding in its mouth, going like this. And then you're going to make these, like, now you're going to make the feathers on the arrow. And make smaller ones down here. And make the tip. Now you're going to work on the rest of the body, which is going to start out with a very, very slender neck, go down into its belly, which is slightly being covered by the arrow. And actually, before we do the rest of that, we are going to work on its wing, which kind of has a bunch of these little bumps going down like this, and then to a straight line. And then we're going to have her, the bird's other wing going up like this, a few bumps, and it's going to bring more little bumps all the way down. Last thing we have to do before we finish the bird is do its tail. Just gonna have two like little spikes on the end, I guess. One slightly larger than the other. And you're going to finish it off with these. And you're going to draw the outer circle of this now, and that is going to finish off the pin. Okay. Now that we have done that, okay, now my phone is only on 10%, so let's hope I can finish this. We are going to add a little, well, actually, it's pretty much done at this point. And the last thing we have to do is make the arrows that she has on her back. So, kind of going to make her quiver. And then out of that, you're going to draw a bunch of lines. We're only going to do 3, even though she had a lot more arrows in her quiver. And one of her arrows is going to be hidden by her hair. Okay, so after that, you're basically just going to draw the feathers like that, because that's how they look. They kind of look like hearts. And then you're going to draw smaller ones down here. Then the end is going to go like this. Now that I look at it, it kind of looks more like a flower than an actual arrow. But hey, it's not that bad, is it? Okay, let's fix these feathers. Bring them down a little bit more so that they don't look as much like hearts. Then erase those lines. Okay, that's better. There we go. Okay, so once you do that, you're pretty much finished. So, yeah, congratulations. You have now drawn an anime Katniss. Yeah, okay. So, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Thank you for watching.